What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Mattel WWE Elite Collection Series 72 Buddy Murphy. And so here we have Buddy Murphy posing out of the packaging. Before we take a look at the figure, let's actually take a look at what he comes with. Buddy Murphy does come with two pairs of hands. He does come with a pair of grip hands. And then he also does come with a pair of pointing hands. He also does come with the WWE Cruiserweight title, which looks good. It's the same sculpt that we've seen in the past, and it does fit around his waist. Other than that, Buddy Murphy doesn't come with anything else, so let's move right on to his details. And so here we have a closer look at Buddy Murphy. Now, I really do like the way Mattel made him. It really does look like Buddy Murphy. However, I do feel like his head is just a tiny bit too big. They seem to have made his head just a little bit oversized. And unfortunately, there's really not much you can do about that unless you can 3D print your own heads. I still think it's a really good representation of Buddy Murphy. I really do like the way they captured the light going into the dark on his beard. Really good likeness, although I think his hair is a little too far up his head. But it's still a really good likeness. I like how they were able to get this hairpiece on his head. Really, really nice. Now, moving on to his torso, they did give Buddy Murphy the really ripped torso, which I think that's pretty accurate to how Buddy Murphy looks. He's a pretty in-shape guy. Really like the arms. Glad they went with these arms instead of just the standard arms, because if you're this ripped in the torso, you're probably going to have ripped arms too, so good job on Mattel there. You can see he does have a taped up right hand, and then his left hand is not taped up. Now, unfortunately, they did this thing where they didn't make the peg white, and unfortunately, it does leave that peg flesh colored, and that really doesn't look too nice. On this side, it looks perfectly fine, but over here, really wish they would start doing the peg of the color of the tape rather than flesh tone. Having a look at his tights here, or his attire, they're not tights, but I do like how we have a lot of detail here. We do have best kept secret since 1988. Really do like that little decal right there. I want to say this is a unique sculpt, but I think this is the same sculpt they used for Ricochet on his lower torso. But I'm not entirely sure. I don't have a Ricochet. Never found one, so there's that. Really like the belt detail on it. On the back, they did paint a pocket that says shh, which is the best kept secret, and it does have Murphy on the side of the tights, or pants, whatever you want to call them, written in cursive. They are shredded, which that does look really, really cool. I am personally a fan of this. Now, I do have the red version. I was unable to find or get hold of the black version, which is the chase variant, and you can see his pants actually went into his knee pad, which I'm going to have to try to fish that out, because that's not the way it's supposed to be. The pants is supposed to be over the knee pad. Going on to his knee pads, we do have, again, best kept secret right here, except it's red with black. And then we go on to his kick pads, where they have this red trimming, and then we have some red details here in the back. Really do like the kick pads. Can't really argue about having the red or the black version. I'm just glad to have a Buddy Murphy in my collection. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get him compared to other figures you may have in your collection. And so here we have Buddy Murphy posed next to an Elite Brock Lesnar and a basic Jeff Hardy. And he is short, and you can actually tell when you compare him with other figures how big his head is. So with the comparisons out of the way, guys, let's actually move on to his articulation. He does have the standard articulation for Elite figures. He does have a ball joint in the head, which does let him look up a little bit. He can look down. We do get some slight head tilt, so that's pretty good. Rotation works fine. Although if you try rotating it straight, his beard will kick into his trap, so do be aware of that. Arms kind of tight. They do go out to the side, no problem. Do a full 360, work fine. We do have a swivel at the bicep. Arms really stiff. Single bend in the elbow, giving us 90 degrees. We do have a swivel and hinge here at the wrist, and that works no problem. Ab crunch, which does go back about that far, does go forward about that far. It could have more forward movement, but it still works. We do have rotation at the waist. Legs do kick forward, only to about there. Do kick back, out to the side, no problem. swivel at the thigh, and that's a really tight joint. You've heard it crack. Double bend in the knee, and I don't know how they did his knees. It looks like they just cast it in flesh tone, but I don't know how this is done. It might just be hard plastic, so that might break over time, but we do have double bend in the knee. Works no problem. Swivel at the boot. We do have a hinge in the ankle, which goes back about that far. Goes all the way forward. And then we do have rocker ankle here on Buddy Murphy. So, with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get him posed for my final thoughts. And so here we have the best kept secret in WWE, Buddy Murphy, posed for my final thoughts. And overall, I'm really excited with how this figure came out. Now, me personally, even though I'm a really huge fan of the color red, I still think I would prefer having the black gear just to go with my Seth Rollins, because he is part of the Monday Night Messiah's clergy, if I would say that. But I still like the way this figure came out. The head might be a little bit too big, and I honestly think I would have preferred the fist over pointing finger hands, but it does make for good displaying. If you are looking for Buddy Murphy, I have seen Elite 72 still in stores, so the only store I've seen it in is Walmart. Now, I did pick up my entire case of Elite 72 from not Big Bad Toy Store, but Ringside Collectibles, and I don't know if they still have Elite 72 up for sale, but if they do, that's probably the only way to get Buddy Murphy. Secondhand markets, I am seeing him go for anywhere from $30 to $50. Now, if you are looking for Buddy Murphy, secondhand market will more than likely be the way you'll have to get him. But if you find him in stores, I really recommend you pick him up. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go check out all my other action figure reviews, as well as all my other WWE videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it's in my collection, I'll definitely have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, and as always, ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.